Hey guys, been a while, hasn't it? Last video that I posted on my YouTube channel was December of, I believe, 27th, my grandma's Christmas party when me and my cousin were playing video games. So yeah, it's been a while. Hey, Rock. It's not that I haven't been busy or haven't been really making any projects or something stupid like that. I've just been very procrastinating, lazy to start filming again on YouTube. I've been doing a lot more on been doing a few more videos on TikTok. If you follow me there, it's Jedinator Gator for TikTok. Please follow me there. Cheap plug. But okay, this video is gonna be a combination of a few things. Obviously, I owe you guys some cringe of the months, 2 of them, but also yesterday me and my sister and a friend went to the mall, as we do, and they now had a kiosk that were selling Girl Scout cookies. I love Girl Scout cookies. My favorite are the Caramel Delights. So I got 2 boxes of the packages of those. I got 2 packages of the peanut butter chocolate ones, which are my dad's favorite. I got some Toastiers, which are, I believe, like French toast style cookies, but those are not the ones I want to try. I have on the video. I have these caramel chocolate chip, caramel semi-sweet chocolate chips, and a hint of sea salt and in a delicious cookie. These are also gluten-free. I was about to try these, and then I thought, you know what, it's been a while since I've had a video out, and you know what, I just thought, hey, why not? Also, if you can see, other stuff that I got from the mall, 2 new necklaces. I now have 5 I am wearing. My dad called me Mr. T last night, and with the amount of necklaces, he's not exactly on the wrong path. Show you. And I have this cool dragon charm. Just a cool mechanical dragon. I love dragons. And then this. Okay, obviously my favorite necklace is this one, which is my grandpa's fingerprint. You can see. But this is the most badass one. It's a fucking scorpion. That's an actual scorpion. Oh, it's so cool. And for me being a Scorpio, it's so cool. Anyway, also, I got a bunch of manga that I've been reading. I got the new Danny Phantom, it's been out for a while. The new Danny Phantom graphic novel sequel, A Glitch in Time, which picks up exactly where the show ends in time frame. Bunch of new comics, a new Funko with King Daredevil, if you can see his at. Matt, get up! King Daredevil right here. So yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff, and I also need to reorganize and clean this damn room. But hey, taste test. Oh, another quick thing. Being today is January 27th as I'm recording this. Congratulations to my cousin Allison and her husband Braxton, who are having a baby. Today is her baby shower. Congratulations to the 2 of you. Onto this. First instinct, they look like, if you've ever had them, they look like Famous Amos cookies. The camera's shaking because Rocky's right next to the computer. Alright. Oh, hello. Alright. Alright. Okay. I don't see any caramel, so I'm gonna guess it's shit. No, okay. I thought it would be like caramel baked into the cookie, but what I'm gonna guess it is the caramel was baked into the cookie dough. They're soft. For another one, because this needs to go. These are not caramel chocolate chip cookies. These are just chocolate chip cookies. I don't taste any caramel. Okay. They've finally gone down my throat. Time for a double, very late even, cringe of the month, where I want to talk about two things. First of all, this is more based on a rumor, but a couple days ago, I got into watching a bunch of people react to watch the movie Clue, in 1985, featuring Tim Curry and Christopher Lloyd and a bunch of other people that I can't think off the top of my head. The movie is obviously based on the Parker Brothers game Clue, a whodunit movie. That movie is on the same level to me as Princess Bride. It was lightning in a bottle with how people acted in it. And there have been rumors, I've constantly been hearing about people talking about them remaking Clue, but with Ryan Reynolds being in the role of Wadsworth, which is who Tim Curry played in the 1985 version. Here's my thoughts on this. I even made a TikTok on this with the remaking thing. You can't remake something like this. You can remake a Disney movie, you can remake a bunch of other crap. There's certain movies that you can't remake just because you can't capture the magic and that lightning that struck when the first movie came out. With Princess Bride, yes, people have been saying, mainly in that fucking video, yeah, oh, you can remake it, it's just a story. It's just a grandfather telling his grandson a story. You can obviously remake that. No, you can't. And here's why. No one else could bring the personality of Wesley that actor did. I cannot think of his name. No one could bring the innocence of Buttercup. No, you can't get the inconceivable. You can't get these lines from other actors and have them hit like the original movie. And obviously, you can't have anyone play Fezzik that isn't the 7'4", 500-pound giant known as Andre. You can't replace Andre. WWE has done it, been trying to do it for years. They've been trying to replace Andre as the giant of wrestling. And it don't work. Same with Clue. The energy that those people brought into this flick. You can't have Ryan, as funny as Ryan Reynolds is. There are roles that certain actors can't play, and Wadsworth, in my opinion, is a character Ryan Reynolds can't do better than, or he can't get to the level that Tim Curry gave it. You just can't. You just shouldn't remake movies that are lightning in bottles. You just can't. And this is still just based on a rumor. I have not heard any news. I have definitely not seen any trailer. And this rumor's been going for about 2 damn years. So this is more likely a dead rumor that will mean nothing. I just wanted to talk about it myself. Next up. I went through this whole of rewatching a series of Beyblade. And not just any Beyblade, the spin-off of Beyblade. Baywheels, powered by Beyblade. If you don't know, after the success of Beyblade, all incarnations, I believe, after Metal Fury Fusion, Beyblade Metal Masters, and Beyblade Metal Fury, the company decided to continue the popularity with Beyblade Shogun Steel, a direct sequel set in the future of Beyblade with all new characters and all new Beyblade gimmicks. The thing is, to make time to make Shogun Steel, Beyblade created an entirely new show that was completely different from everything else. Introducing Baywheels, and they completely explained the weird origin like that. The story is still the same. A star fell from the heavens. Hold on. And came Beyblade. But as this tree of Beyblade life grew, there was a branch in the evolution which created a Baywheel. A bay that spins as a wheel. It was very weird, and I even had some of the toys. I had Kerbex, Scorpio, and Pisces. I believe I only had 3, maybe 4, and I can't remember the 4th one. I admit, the toys were terrible. If you didn't have the play sets, if you just had the bay and the launcher, you were essentially either like me, you don't have friends, just kind of clashing them together like you do with Beyblade, but it's very more ridiculous because they're wheels. Or, if you do have friends and you don't have a playset, all you're really going to be doing is race battles. You're just going to see which one can go farther. Even with the playsets, I feel like it'd be impossible to get them to crash into each other. Unlike with Beyblade, you really didn't need the playset or the stadium. You kind of just had to have something where you could put them together. Like me and my friends in elementary school, when we would play with my Beyblade, we kind of just sit in a corner in the gymnasium at school. Or even in a corner of the classroom with the tiles and not the carpet so they could spin. It was very easy. Baywheels was definitely harder. Baywheels followed a character named Sho Tenma and his friends Jin Ryu and Leon Fury? Leon Fury? Some shit like that. As well as Colby. Fuck. The other two I just could never remember. Even though I watched the show. Anyway. So far, it's one episode of just kind of nothing. It's just a battle to crown the number one. Yes, the first episode is them crowning their strongest battler, which is Sho, who uses a bay known as Soaring Wing Pegasus. Yes, he's going to be the Jinga Hagane of this universe, because he has Pegasus. Then shit kind of starts getting wild as a bunch of asshole wheelers, which is what they're known as, called the Dominators, start taking over everything. It's your classic thing with even Beyblade. They just say only certain people are allowed to use Beyblade. Either you join us or you're not allowed to battle. Okay, with this one. And I'll just say, this show was not long. This was definitely the intermission. This is definitely an intermission series between Fury and Shogun. This series only lasted mainly 26 episodes. Very little episodes, but nothing compared to another series. Yeah. It's your classic. It starts off as your classic, but then it gets a little interesting because the other 3 main characters, Colby and the other 2, I can't remember their names. They're not part of the main team yet. Ryu, Jin, Sho, and Leon are off to find strong wheelers to join their team for a tournament with the Dominators to see who can control it. Because they apparently agreed to a tournament with the massive company, basically the WBBA of this universe, Dream. To see who can control all Bay wheels, because that sounds smart and that makes sense. We get Benny, who was originally a jackass, outlaw, and we have 2 racers. Cause in this world, also Bay wheels can be used as a attraction event in racing. Why I said it like that, I don't know. Okay, enough of the story. You know this. If you don't know the story, you can watch it on YouTube for free. It's very simple. Good guys win. Sometimes the bad guys win. After admittedly pretty inventive and cool battles. The way the show did the battles would always be better than the toys. Beyblade, this is a hard one to say because while you can battle with the Beyblades a lot easier than in the show compared to Baywheels, it was never. If you take away the special moves, it is just two bays clashing, which is more what Beyblade. It was Baywheels. It was very stupid. It was a stupid idea, but fun. I admit, I loved them as a kid. I loved collecting them. I loved playing with them. Excuse me. Turns out, the head of Dream is also the head of the Dominators. Because apparently he found the link that would combine his world and another world. This is where I wish the story kind of continued, or at least expanded on the other series that had Sho and his friends in Bay Raiders, which is by far the worst version of Beyblade anything. I will dog on Beyblade Burst because they disrespect the one key thing that Beybladers and even Baywheelers they don't like, and that is people breaking or just shattering, breaking apart a bay. Burst, it's your main gimmick. Yes, it's hard to do, but even in the show, but in the toys, it's easy just if you keep launching. I don't know. I never liked that idea of the gimmick when Beyblade Burst was first started. I never liked it. Anyway, on to Beyblades. In his mind, the term was to see who is worthy enough to go to the next world. I will say this. Both teams have pretty cool characters. Even though with the Dominators, they don't really get development. They don't really get time to build personality. As Solo, when they are on screen, you do get a read of personality. They are still kind of bad guys, cookie cutter, but you at least still, with some characters, you still get development, especially the main guy, Odin, who's the leader of the Dominators. You get a good amount of development from him at any time he's on screen. They try their hardest for a 26 episode series. With 26 episodes, you're not going to get great character development. You got to work with what you're given, and they tried their damnedest. I'll give them that. They tried their hardest, and it somewhat works. Animation's on par with everything. Every Beyblade show, it always has that same pretty cool, crisp animation and style. I don't know how to. The theme song is catchy, I'll give them that. The one negative thing I could say about this is I hate hearing that intro about the star in if they used it for the first 2 episodes, that would be fine. But if they kept using it as their intro, in the first 50 or 30 seconds, you can just do something else. You can get your... That's the time for a kid when you try to get your breakfast ready as a Saturday morning cartoon, or if it's after school and you watch Baywheels... It's when you try to race to get your snacks ready, or some shit like that. It's very boring and annoying when you have to hear that little intro every time. I can't. But also with the ending, they do go to the other world. They do open the portal, but then it just ends. And this is what I mean, because in Bay Raiders, you have Sho, you have Leon, and you have Jin. But there's no Odin, there's no Colby, and there's no other two. They debut an entire new cast with an entire new story. And an entirely dumb gimmick. The toys weren't even fun. With Baywheels, you could at least have fun still launching them. This did nothing. You can see how far they can spin. With Bay Raiders, it was the dumbest thing ever. That was a toy where you... it was mandatory to play with the set. With Beyblade, optional. Baywheels, it's 50-50. You can have fun with or without it. With Bay Raiders, oh my god, you needed that place. You needed the accessories, or you couldn't play at all. It was stupid. This video's not about Bay Raiders. I don't know what else to say other than it was a good experiment, but I'm glad they got back to the sense it was Shogun Steel. Now, before I leave, or before I end this video, I wanted to talk about something that's happening next month and later in the year. Obviously, with February almost around the corner, I am going to try to, once again, like last year where I tried to do Fun Fact February, where I try to put a lot more content onto Fun Facts with Jed, my second channel. If you don't know, I have a second YouTube channel called Fun Facts with Jed, where I will just... Usually they'll be short, or I'll try to extend them, but they're more likely a very short one-shot video, kind of like this, but I don't know why I said that. Whatever. It's just a video where I say a fun fact that I know or a fun fact that I found out. That's mainly like how I say, oh, fun fact, here's this. That channel is dedicated to stuff like that. So, in February, I try to extend that channel a little more. And in June and July of this year, I could have done it with January, but I didn't. It's going to sound very stupid. But in June and July, I'm going to debut a new series that I'm going to be doing. Dream Genie July and Dream Genie June. If you don't get it and that sounds stupid, let me explain. Back in the day, and by back in the day I mean, hold on. So So by old school, I mean this show debuted in 1965 and ended in 1970. There was a sitcom that was called I Dream of Jeannie. I even have a Funko Pop of Jeannie on my miscellaneous shelf. This show has run on the big TV at my workplace before. I've caught little clips and it looks cheesy, it looks weird, but it looks interesting enough to me that I've been thinking about watching it for a couple months now. So I figured, now that we have the Fire Stick in the show is on there, this is the idea. I'm going to try my damnedest with this. But every day from June 1st to July 31st, or whatever, to the beginning of June to the end of July, I will be reviewing an episode or 2 episodes, given, since it has 5 seasons. I will go as long as I can with reviewing episodes of I Dream of Jeannie. And I might make this a yearly thing as far as I can go. With 5 seasons, this is definitely a limited series. But as far as I can go, I will be reviewing episodes of I Dream of Jeannie as I watch them. I might miss a day. I will say that. I might miss a day. But that was because I'm more focused on watching the episode than watching the episode and doing something like this. Kind of like how I was doing, if you remember this fucking series where I tried to do the Forgotten, where I would try to put the video on the TV as well as me. I just tried my damnedest. But with Dream of Jeannie June and Dream of Jeannie July, God, I'd say this. That title is hard for me to say. It'll more than likely just be me, and I will hopefully do not get copywritten with this crap. I will hope more likely the computer will be on my desk. I'll be in my chair, and you won't see the TV. You might hear this show, but I will not be showing the sitcom. So there's something to look forward to. Plus, something else I picked up. I found RWBY Justice League 2. I have Volume 1. I now have 2 in the movies. Also with DC, I guess I can talk about this. The animated movie franchise coming out, Crisis on Infinite Earths. I'm glad they finally did at least introduced the Huntress of Batman and Catwoman's daughter. I've said this before. I am more of a lover of Batman and Harley Quinn, but I can't deny I wanted to see them adapt the Helena Wayne story for a good while. Where's my ring? So glad they adapted that. Anyway, it's good to be back. Hopefully the next video is not that far away before I start going into Fun Facts with Jed. So, hope you enjoyed this this crazy combination of 3, maybe 4 topics. I don't know. Hope you enjoyed this crap. See you next time. Bye, guys.